Now I'm starting to get a little bit of few here and there, not like a lot, but I'm getting a few white caps now. Nothing major though. Sometimes you get a nice little group of 3, fucking smack the bow of the boat down. Like I said, it just comes down to your own personal comfort level. It's really not that hard as you might imagine to get through this stuff. It's not anything that takes some special kind of athletic person. I've seen guys who are close to 203. Paulo, that's the name of the guy that I watch who teaches Greenland stuff. He calls himself Paulo. Dancing with the Seas is what he calls his channel. And he's just a kayak instructor from somewhere in Canada. But I like his content, because there's not many out there who have content who deal strictly with this type of paddle. Like I said, when you sit still, it's so much calmer, even in waves, because you just sit there and go up and over like a bobber. It's when you're moving through them that the boat starts to slap around. Yeah, I really needed this. Been out on the mountain bike. I go shooting all the time, because if you know my YouTube channel, that's what I usually put on there is range stuff, shooting at the range, kayaking and mountain biking. A few things from weightlifting, but not much on that. Textures calmed down now that I'm over here. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just taking your time and relaxing and being in the world by yourself. Kind of like being rocked to sleep like a little baby out on a kayak like this, just bobbing around. For some reason, everybody gets the misconception that I'm out here fishing though, and this isn't really. I'm sure I could if I wanted, but it's just not the right platform for that. Yeah, I'm slowly making my way towards the river. So it's about, the one guy at the thing said it's about 10 miles round trip from where I launch, but I think it's closer to 8. So I was like, no, I think it's around 8 if I recall. He's like, it's still a pretty good trip. I says, well, that's a warm-up. I was like, I like longer trips, but I haven't been out on the boat in a while. That wind, that breeze just feels so good. I haven't seen a lot of birds today. Someone's racing out there. I can't see them, but I can hear them. That's the other cool thing about the lake is sound travels pretty good. See how I'm barely even gripping my paddle? I don't even have to really close my hands. I'm pushing. As with the arm coming in, I'm pushing with the other hand. So you don't really have to even grip the paddle that tight with something like this. The design of the paddle itself, once it gets into the water properly, it just kind of fits it right into your hand where it needs to be. Yeah, like I said, as long as you're comfortable, I would suggest most people probably do this with another person at least. That's one of the biggest criticisms I get, is that I come out here alone. But I'm pretty confident in myself and the gear that I possess, so... Most people around here usually stick to the river or real close to shore. I'm not really that far offshore though, maybe a quarter mile, a little under.